You know it well, that feeling of stepping into an open world game. The landscape unfolds around you, filled with 1,000,001 little adventures to explore. There's something new waiting for you around every corner, hiding under every stone. But not all open worlds are created equal, so we picked out our games that we think represent the best in the genre. This is our list of the 10 best open world games. Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. If you haven't played through Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor's story of death and payback against a legion of procedurally generated orcish manslayers, you really are missing out. With Shadow of Mordor's nemesis system, Sauron's armies are endless, but not faceless. Falling onto an orc's blade earns them a promotion where he'll grow stronger and start making his own power grabs. Run into him later and he'll remember what happened to you last time, chiding your cowardice and remarking on the nice scars you gave him. This history is being built for every single orc leader in Sauron's army, but one will always be special. That pesky orc that gives you the most pain throughout the game. Forget the Black Hand of Sauron, your nemesis is the one that really deserves a blade through the gut.
Excuse me, sir. There's no smoking in here.
Batman: Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight finally gives you the whole city of Gotham to explore, the Batmobile to drive, and more gadgets than ever to enjoy. It's wish fulfillment in the highest order, letting you do what you want as the game continues to hand you more and more tools to utilize. It also helps that Gotham is full of unique and interesting things to see and do. Fans of Batman and DC in general will find plenty of nods to their favorite heroes, villains, and plotlines. Even those who just experience the main story will watch Gotham and Batman grow and change, providing a variety of backdrops and situations to overcome. Arkham Knight's not just a great, fun, open-world game, it's also gaming's truest vision of the Dark Knight's world.
I want you to know the fear that is coming.
Assassin's Creed: Black Flag. Shipwrecks filled with riches, islands housing hidden quests, temples bearing ancient Mayan secrets, all liberally scattered throughout Black Flag's expansive ocean. Plus, Black Flag's harrowing sea battles are epic and immensely enjoyable, with the nice bonus of expanding your fleet and economic power. Even sailing aimlessly is a pleasure, and you might be surprised how much time you spend happily watching whales breach and listening to your crew belting out shanties.
We love you too. Oh my god!
Fallout 4. Fallout 4 could be on this list for the sheer volume of content brimming from its open world. The post-apocalyptic landscape is just as engaging and intriguing to explore as the previous games, but with a little more color and personality than its predecessors. The desecrated Boston provides plenty of fascinating environments to explore, filled with bandits to kill, irradiated monsters to nuke, and abandoned treasure to plunder. But the biggest draw of Fallout 4 is giving players the ability to do whatever they want. Do you want to endlessly explore the open wasteland, experience a story full of quirky characters, or build up a settlement piece by piece? You can do all those things and much, much more in Fallout 4's expansive world. Dragon Age: Inquisition. In Inquisition, you're the boss, and it feels good to be the boss. Your private army is one of the mightiest in the land, with the power to influence entire nations. With your war council, the political landscape of Thedas is shaped to your will. The impact of your decisions helps convey the weight of your office, and sell the fantasy that you are having a greater impact on the world outside of how many monsters you kill. That's not to say monster killing isn't enjoyable. Inquisition's flashy visuals and mix of turn-based and real-time combat is some of the best in the series. And the game is filled with plenty of customization options for yourself and your party to ensure that you have the optimal crew for any situation. But Inquisition is at its best when you feel in command. It highlights the most exciting aspects of governing without all the bureaucracy. Grand Theft Auto 5. Being able to go on a crime spree, start a rampage, or simply explore every nook and cranny of your surroundings, all without the consequence, cost, and physical exertion holding us back in real life, is what makes GTA 5 such an exhilarating and empowering experience. Every aspect of GTA's world is authentic. Michael's privileged boredom in the suburbs of Los Santos, Franklin's rise from the streets to a Vinewood Hills penthouse, and Trevor's meth-fueled antics in San Andreas' deserts. It's all believable despite the increasingly ludicrous missions you're completing. And once you see how the lives of GTA's protagonists play out, you can experience the world in a completely different way through GTA Online, the chaotic multiplayer we've all been dreaming about since GTA 3. Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. It's strange to think of the Metal Gear Solid series working in an open world setting. But it doesn't just work, it made the transition damn near flawlessly in one try. Guards mill about realistically, reacting to your movements, changing shifts as day turns to night, and moving from outpost to outpost in unpredictable ways. And you could get in there and really mess things up, either with liberal use of one of several hundred guns, grenades, and gadgets, or by knocking the guards out and conscripting them into your own army by strapping a balloon to their waist and sending them into the air at 100 miles per hour. Infiltrate, Fulton, manage upgrades, slink back into the shadows. It forms a highly compulsive cycle that you will keep coming back to well after the game's curveball of an ending. Skyrim. The true genius of Skyrim's world is that almost everywhere feels unique. And while certain locations offer grander scale than others, you're constantly finding new areas to explore and marvel at. This means that even after hundreds of hours of ignoring the story, you're never bored of the exploration, of the thrill of unearthing something new and exciting. And oh yeah, the occasional dragon, and you've got the ultimate fantasy world to explore. Red Dead Redemption. John Marston doesn't escape the curse befalling most Rockstar protagonists. He's a guy walking away from crime, only to have one last job dropped into his lap. Marston moves through an unkept civilization to be, sporadically intersecting with side quests and primary goals in a way that feels organic. And though discovering of all that wilderness was rewarding in itself, what made it truly fitting for an open-world game was the slavish devotion to the shape of a Western. There was all that space, sometimes nothing at all. A tumbleweed would roll by, and then Marston would walk into an outburst of sudden violence. A kidnapping, a shootout, echoing through the monstrous cavern. Red Dead Redemption filled the world wisely, remembering that calm and nothingness are valid, deliberate objects that can eventually bleed into chaos. The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt. The Witcher 3's world is one of the most massive and interesting open worlds you can explore. Geralt encounters all sorts of people, the working stiffs, the middle class, the royals, and they've all got their own unique perspective on the world, its wars, and the Witcher himself. Virtually everyone is worth talking to, and every location is worth visiting because they feel real. It's grubby and funny and sweet and unfair and scary and familiar. The Witcher 3 truly feels like a journey, rather than just the waypoints on a path to the dramatic final battle. Let us know what your favorite open world games are in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe for more gaming news, reviews, previews, and features right here on Games Radar Plus.